nothing's for sure. It's showtime, folks!
That it is.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Primetime Gorehounds, episode 60. Yes, 60. Gone in 60 seconds. 60 of the Primetime Gorehounds. And yes, a little bit of an impromptu episode. It was going to be tomorrow, as all of our Primetime Gorehound episodes usually are. But my job decided to take a shit on me, literally. And so, like, hey, James, normally we know that you do the Primetime Gorehounds on Friday nights, but fuck that. We need you to work on Friday nights. Well, this Friday night in particular. I'm gonna be working noon to midnight on Friday. So that should be fun. Fuck me. So I figured, okay, I could at least try to get a Gorehound episode in, plus do the Jackson movie review with Quest tonight as well. Quest is available. He says he's available to do that. So, yes, you're going to get two big videos on the Primetime Movie Network. Hopefully you guys appreciate them. Hopefully you guys understand the hell I had to go through today to provide this content for y'all. You better appreciate us, goddammit. But yeah, so yeah, Final Destination. Paul, how are you? You some bitch.
Well, I'm doing good. I just got back from college because the teachers were asking me to do some photography for their students, and then I get a call from you saying, "Yo, we got to do this movie." I'm like, "The fuck!" So had to quickly get that over and done with. Run my ass off as fast as I can to get back here, which is like about a 30-minute walk. So I managed to do that, and here we are. We're getting ready to watch Final Destination. But apart from that, yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah, man. It was either today, or or cram everything on the Tuesday, and I'm like, I was already kind of in the mindset, just get it out the way, done now today. Because again, I don't have to work till noon tomorrow, so kind of got a little bit more wiggle room to do it all today. So so yes, we're episode 60 of the Primetime Gorehounds. We are watching the 2000 supernatural film Final Destination, not the Final Destination that came out recently. Final Destination. And Paul, I will say that's the most laziest shit I've ever seen in my life. Instead of Final Destination, we're gonna call it The Final Destination. Paul, if I was a movie exec, I said, you don't get the fuck out of my office and think of a better title.
What's ironic is that the guy who directed that was the guy that did the second one.
Yeah, that's all. Hey, that's cute. But what have you done for me lately? Get the fuck out of my office and think of a better title. That's the most laziest shit ever.
We could probably say Death on NASCAR, but okay.
Death on NASCAR. Death by stereo.
Yeah.
But yes, Final Destination 2000. Yeah, man, this was one of those horror films in that era of that second wave of horror films we were getting at the time. We just did one a couple weeks ago. I know what you did last summer. Then you had the Urban Legends. Then you had this film, which spawned the whole franchise. It's been a while since I've seen this film. It's actually been a long time since I've seen this film, but I do remember the biggest thing I remember about this film was the very creative concept that this movie goes with premonitions and and the entity of death, chasing you and you cheating it. It always comes back on you to finish what it started. Really like the concept. And I thought the kills were very creative in this film. Very, very creative kills. And what I like about this first film when I last saw it was this movie here, to me, even though the later sequels was more about, what kind of crazy kill can we come up with. It was kind of more like a fun, scary. Here, it actually tried to be spooky. It actually tried to be scary in some moments. And it was some very effective kill scenes. So I thought the kill scene this was just fucking bananas. I remember some of them. I've not all of them, obviously. But yeah, this was definitely a film that definitely created some headwaves going in and scared the shit out of a lot of people because a lot of this shit could really happen. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, your thoughts on Final Destination before we get started?
Man, I remember when I saw this movie when I was 16. I remember seeing the TV adverts for it, and I'm thinking, oh, this looks like a pretty cool slash movie. Because again, when this movie came out, it gave zero indication of what it is we were going to be dealing with in this movie. So I go into this movie thinking, okay, I'm about to see who the killer is. We see a plane blowing up, and I'm like, okay, so maybe the killer's off and the people that survived the plane. And then I started watching it a bit more, and then I started to put two and two together. I was just like, wait a minute, it's fucking Death doing the killings? Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to seeing this now. And I remember people in the cinema when they saw this were absolutely freaking out with just the idea of what this movie was about. And I remember at the time thinking, you know what, this is actually quite an original concept because to my knowledge, up to this point, I don't think there's ever been a horror movie that had something like this in mind before this came about. And then I guess after that, we started seeing a bit more of it. But yeah, this first movie was really well done, very creepy, ahead of its time with the concept and the kills. Like you were saying, James, the kills were very creative. In fact, all the movies had some very interesting, creative, quote, accidental type kills that appeared in this movie. And they just kept getting more creative and more brutal. But this first one just really does like hit home on the idea of what it was trying to tell. And like I said, I was 16 when I first saw this. So I just finished being 15 in 99. And then this comes about in the early 2000s. And I remember enjoying it and just having a blast. And I even enjoyed the sequels too. And I will say this is also, I can see that my mum, Louise, is in the chat. I can tell you right now, she fucking hates this series. And I've got her to watch all of them except the fifth one, which I've been trying to get her to watch. But anytime I tell her to watch it, she's like, hey, you going to watch it? She's like, no, fuck off. I'm like,
Paranoia?
Okay.
Paranoia kicks in?
Let's just say she's a little superstitious when it comes to this kind of shit.
Yeah, this will definitely make you superstitious on a lot of things. But yeah, so all right, so I am watching this on YouTube, and Paul, you're watching this on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, because apparently my DVD, which I've had for 23 years, decided to die on me and say, no, fuck you, you're done. And I just thought, all right, fine. I'm going to have to spend £4 on renting the copy. So I have to do that now until I get my DVD collection updated. Or Blu-ray.
$4. That's $4, right?
Yeah, $4 basically.
Oh, nothing. That's nothing.
We call it, over here, we call pounds quids. That's like an English slang, you know?
All right, cool. All right, folks. I believe at this point y'all should know the deal. At this point, we go 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play. Again, 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play.
And if you don't press play, let's just say the next time you cross a road, it's not going to end well for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that scene. The one that made everybody jump out of their fucking seat without warning.
Yes, indeed. All right, so we're 3 seconds in where we're about to see the New Line Cinema logo. So y'all, we're 3 seconds in. Give you a little time to watch it live with us, either in the archives or live on the air. All right, and let's go ahead and get this started. Let's go ahead and reach our final destination. When your time is up, it's up. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
And we are in. New Line Cinema logo just formed up on my end.
We're in like Zion Williamson with that porn star.
Yep. I gotta give props to this music score as well.
Yeah, folks, I'm just gonna say it right now. If y'all, Paul, if you ever get rich and famous off of acting, please don't ever wife a porn star. Whatever you do.
I'll try not to.
Yeah, because you will get clowned by me and everybody else.
Duly noted.
No, actually, no. You can date them, just don't wife them or get them pregnant. Okay.
All right, lesson learned. I'll make sure of that.
Yeah. Have some respect for yourself.
Yeah. Man, I mean, this is something you rarely see in films nowadays. An opening scene where you see the names, but a nice, ominous setup.
You really don't see that anymore, which I always kind of like don't really understand. Not even horror films get openings like this anymore.
Yeah. I will say that the intro for Final Destination 5, for me personally, out of all the intros for this film series, is the best one I've ever fucking seen. You try watching that in 3D with stuff coming at you directly, like it's coming through a plate glass window, coming at you in 3D. People would like literally ducking and dodging during that part.
Oh shit, seeing shit in 3D is wild.
Yeah. And the crazy shit is, the fifth movie specifically utilized the 3D stuff to perfection.
Yeah. A movie using actually using its gimmick for once. Yeah.
Yeah. Shirley Walker, who did the music for this, she's no longer among the living, unfortunately.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah. I'm going to see. I don't know what year she died. I'm going to take a look. Hang on. She died, ironically enough, after completing the score for Final Destination 3 in 2006.
Yeah, I remember really thinking, that the eeriness and the creep factor and just the creativeness of this whole concept of cheating death and was actually really unique. And like you said, Paul, was never really seen before like this, and I believe it was executed really well. And because of this film, because of this movie, I was scared to fly for a long time.
Hey, I went on a plane recently this year, remember? And you know what's ironic?
Yeah.
They had this movie playing on the plane I was on.
What a troll.
I was just like, fuck you, EasyJet.
I read that so wrong. I thought it said James Wan director. I was like, what? But no, it was James Wong. Oh, yeah, I thought it was James Wan. Oh, I was about to lose my shit.
I don't know what happened to this film director, because I know that he directed the third one, and I think he was involved in the first remake of Black Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, his career didn't go with the Chris Grant with the shit, pretty much.
Well, he hasn't done a movie since 2009. His last movie was Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yep, that'll do it.
Yep. And that's ironic. The guy who was the main cast member in that movie was in the fourth Final Destination movie.
Yep. Again, that'll do it. That'll do it. That will end the career quick.
However, he is doing TV shows. He just recently did a TV series called 911.
That's a fall from grace there.
Yeah, pretty much. As for Devin,
speaking of directors, did you see? I was gonna make a video about this earlier. I think I will at some point. You see Rob Zombie's comments about how much he hates Halloween now because of how shitty his experience was directing those films.
No, I didn't see that yet.
Yeah, he did an interview.
Yeah,
he did an interview talking about his experience working on those movies, and he said those experiences. Like the reason why he did Halloween 2 H2 was to get out of his 3-picture contract.
Yeah, I mean
that was the only reason why he did it. Like he hated doing those films.
Here's the thing, though. I actually, to some extent, I did enjoy Rob Zombie's work to a certain extent on those movies because he did try to do something a little different, especially with number 2. And I did like what he did in the remake one. But I mean, okay, I know it's not a perfect movie in the series, and I'm not ever going to claim that. But I did enjoy it. I don't hate it as much as like most people did. But I can understand why he was frustrated because of his filming experience with it. Because I know he had a bit of a hard time with it because he had all the studio executive eyes prying on him because he couldn't go full out crazy with like you normally do with like lower budget films.
Well, he still went crazy.
Yeah, he did, but not all the way like he did with Devil's Rejects.
All right, so they're going to a high school trip over to France.
Yep. I'm thinking about maybe going there next year if there's another one of those carnival events. I mean, I've been invited to a few of them.
So Paul, a good majority of this cast will be around. Like you're in your late 30s, early 40s now, right?
Yeah, most of them are probably in their 40s right now. I know that.
Yeah, they're pretty much your age. Yeah.
Yeah, I know for a fact that the guy who picks on the lead character, he was actually in the remake of My Bloody Valentine. Funny enough, he was the sheriff. Devin, he was recently in that. He was in the first season of that Chucky TV series, and believe it or not, he was actually that kid that was in the. Yeah, Devin, and he was also that
Sawa.
Yeah,
I know who Devin Sawa is. Like everybody knows who Devin Sawa is. If you watch, he's from Casper.
Yep.
He was Stan on the Eminem video. Stan, like everybody knows who Devin Sawa is. Yeah, if you're OG like me and Paul, you know who this kid is.
Yep, he's been around.
He was in that god-awful Escape Plan 3. The only good thing about that film, by the way.
Well, I will say this. He was also in another movie, which had John Travolta in it, which I've actually
The Fanatic. Oh, yes. God.
Yeah,
oh, God.
And can you believe it was directed by Fred Durst?
Of course I could believe it.
Yeah. I mean, some people like it, but I'm just like, eh.
It's not good. It sucks. It sucks.
It's not as good as I think. Devin was also in another horror comedy with Bruce Campbell called Black Friday, which I've actually watched on Shudder. It's actually really cool. It's even got Michael Jai White in it as well.
Idle Hands.
Yep, another good film.
Idle Hands is another interesting concept about a demon-possessed hand. That's actually pretty interesting.
It's been a long time since I've seen Idle Hands.
Idle Hands was funny. It had Seth Green in it, Vivica A. Fox.
It was really cool. Man, this I still can't believe they played this in the plane I was on. I was like, really, guys?
That is such a troll. Such a troll.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mind. Gave me something to watch while I was waiting for the plane to land. I mean, at this point in time, who hasn't seen this movie? I'm just seeing who else these guys are. Yeah, that guy that's talking to Devin, by the way, he was, believe it or not, he was also the sheriff in that remake of Silent Night that we watched.
He was?
Yeah, he was the one that got that pickaxe in his face.
That was him?
That was him, yeah.
Oh shit. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I was just looking it up and I'm like, yo.
I remember him being in an episode of the X-Files.
Yep, that's true. As for Allie, she's now 47. Not bad. So she was 24 when she did this one. Her last 3 movies was the last Resident Evil film, The Last Victim, and some film called The Hater.
This is my worst nightmare right here, Paul. I ain't gonna hold you up.
What, being on the plane?
I mean, not just being on a plane, but just being involved in a plane crash like that. That to me is my worst nightmare.
My worst nightmare, for me, would be what I saw on Final Destination 2. Because believe it or not, in 2008, when I was on my way home from a film shoot, I had a lift home from one of my friends. We're driving on the highway, and this truck, no joke, this truck full of logs drives in front of us. And I'm looking at my friend, I'm just like, dude, fucking drive faster right now.
You see, it's different. Okay, you're in control of that situation. You can control to get out of the truck full of logs. On a plane, there's nothing you can do. If something goes wrong, you're fucked.
How about a roller coaster? And I've been on plenty of fair rides.
I didn't watch 3, so I don't know.
Well, the premonition on the third one is a roller coaster ride. The fourth one is a NASCAR incident. And the fifth one, which I believe personally is my favorite premonition since part 2, a bridge falling apart. Now imagine that situation, you being in that. We're going to have to get to these at some point.
If I remember correctly, he falls asleep, right?
Yes, I think so.
Like he falls asleep, and then that's when he gets the premonition, I believe, or the dream.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, I mean, like, if you look at Final Destination 2, the person that had a premonition wasn't even sleeping. She was driving. So it comes at you like a flash before your eyes moment.
I can't say that in the movie anymore.
What? So sweet?
Well, it's coming up.
Oh, this line.
You can't. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you cannot say that in a movie anymore.
Nope.
Not at least not in a discriminating way.
Yeah. Folks, this was 23 years ago. Time was very different for
I forgot Sean William Scott was in this.
Yeah, Stifler's in this.
I forgot Stifler was in this movie.
Yeah.
Wow, that is crazy.
They were all in this, man. It reads like a who's who, doesn't it?
Oh, no, I'm gonna say a who's who, but
well, for people that's younger than us that grew up watching this.
I don't think any people who watch it. I don't think even younger than us have no idea who Stifler is. We do, but the younger us have no idea.
Yeah, fair point.
This scene scared the shit out of. This scene scared the shit out of me. And what was so wild about this, Paul? I thought this was legit the first scene of the movie.
Yeah.
Like I legit thought, oh, we're starting it like this.
Yeah, I remember. Like I said, I remember when I watched it and I saw people in the cinema, including myself. I was just like, "Dude, what the hell just happened?" And all of a sudden, he wakes up, and I'm like, "Okay, am I missing something here?"
Yeah, this is my the very second it takes off. You're in. Oh God, that terrifies me. It terrifies me.
I can tell you right now, when I was in the plane, keep in mind, it was my first time this year, right? I was sitting on the window side because I deliberately chose that. And I kept constantly looking out the window while the plane was taking off because I wanted to I
can't do that. I can't do that. I cannot do that.
Because it was my first time flying. I thought
that would freak me out.
It didn't even, I wasn't even scared of it, believe it or not. It didn't even scare me. But if I was in a situation like this, well, I guess in my case, I'll just be like, well, fuck it. That's it. I'm done.
Like, there's literally nothing you can do. Like, you're 30,000 feet in the air. Like, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. I feel sorry for that handicapped person. He got it the worst as well, if you think about it.
Half-brain muff.
And like I said,
this is a very well shot scene. Very well shot. Ah, there's the explosion.
Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. And there goes half
Oh,
the
yeah,
plane.
you're sucked. Oh God,
Oh,
that terrifies me, bro.
that is not good.
And I can imagine if you're sucked out of an airplane like that while you're falling. I'm pretty sure you're gonna die midair, right?
Not if you're not if you're that high up where they are. You're gonna fall to your death, or you're gonna get sliced in half by the tail end of the plane.
But no, if you're the blood.
And then you get this. How do you like your flesh? Medium or
Oh,
extra crispy?
oh God, bro.
I got
And
Philip
can
here
you
saying,
imagine this? Oh God, he's sweating bullets. Bro, I cannot imagine. I cannot imagine this, bro. Like I literally just dreamed of the plane crashing.
well, I can imagine you in that plane. You'd be freaking out, and I'm gonna have to try and calm your ass down.
So the fuck's your problem, bro?
I got Philip here in the chat saying there's a gremlin on the plane. You gotta believe me. I'm like, yeah, right, sure it is, dude. Well, Phil, I've
You
been on the
wouldn't. You
plane,
wouldn't.
so
Oh, come on. I mean, well, I guess he's kind of a dick. He never really liked the lead character, but you wouldn't just do that. He's freaking out. You would be like, sit the fuck down, bro.
nah, airport security would be fucking tackling you if you even did that now. And keep in mind, folks, we didn't have security doors on the plane. This movie came out a year before, the day in New York I'm talking about.
Yes. You could pretty much, yeah. Airport security, shit. You can almost get away with anything.
This was a year before 9/11, folks. This movie came out a year before.
I can't just imagine being plagued with those with premonitions of death. Oh God, that would suck.
Yeah. I remember one time there was an incident that Lou told me
That'd
about
be
where
so
she was,
you, Paul. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That'd be so you. Like you just
what?
get off the plane and just sit by yourself right there, like how Allie Carter just did.
Yeah, and I probably would have my music playing on my Walkman too. I'll just be like, yeah, whatever. So you got that description now down to the T right there about me. You got me.
I totally fucking Stifler is in this film. Like that's crazy.
Well, believe it. But as I was saying, there was this incident that Lou told me about where she was in London one day, and she didn't get on this train. I think she could probably vouch for me in the comment here. She missed this train, and it's lucky that she did miss this underground train because it was involved in a pretty fucked up accident. And that kind of freaked her out since. And that was like, I think 2 years before this came out. So you can see how she is when it comes to these films. Oh, here we go. Guys, if for anyone who's never seen this, keep an eye on the background. And I know James is going to freak out when he fucking sees this. Guarantee it. Imagine it. You think your friend's bullshitting,
And the plane's taking off.
and then this happens. Wait for it, folks. Keep an eye on the window. Boom.
Oh wow!
Now, what would you say about that then when you realized, oh shit, he really was telling the truth? What would you be doing in that situation right now, dude?
But they barely lifted off, bro. Oh God.
Yeah. Now, seriously, imagine yourself in that situation. You're going ape shit because you missed your flight because this guy freaked out, and then you realize what he was saying was true. How do you react?
That's true. That
How do you react to that?
I don't know how I'd react to it. Like I'm literally just got off a plane that shortly after takeoff blew up. I don't know how I would react.
Well, I won't be happy because half my friends are dead. That's a fact. If that was the case.
That's their teacher, right?
Yeah, that's her teacher. Yeah, and even she's just like, I
It's
don't want to be
a,
near you right now.
it's a hot ass teacher. I'll tell you that much.
Yep, and I think if memory serves me right, she was also in that remake of Black Christmas.
Miss Johnson, Miss Johnson, I can't go. I want to go to your class, Miss Johnson.
Oh, and what's ironic, Sean William Scott's character's name is Billy Hitchcock. I can see what they're nodding to there with the Hitchcock name.
Ah, fuck's sakes.
Obvious, man. Pretty damn obvious. And Tony Todd's character was William Bloodworth, I think his name is.
We'll get to him when we. I got a theory on him when we get to his scene.
Yeah, he seems to know a little too much about stuff.
Like, can you just imagine that? Like you literally just got off a plane that just blew up, like your classmate said it would. That would be wild.
Well, I do know this. My world has just pretty much changed overnight.
Oh God. Look
And
at the
all of a sudden,
clothes. Look at the clothes Devin Sawa was wearing. You could definitely those made in 2000 with the khakis and the bowling shirt.
well, technically late 1999 when this film was done.
That's definitely late 90s or 2000s fashion for sure.
Yeah. He didn't take any narcotics. What are you talking about? And it's 10 o'clock in the evening right now on the clock.
No, I would ask that question. That's a pretty wild thing to happen.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's understandable that they're going to ask a question like that because, I mean, it is a little hard to believe that you predicted a plane blowing up. Hey, and guess what? It just did. They think he's the guy that did it.
I mean, I would too. I mean, honestly, like, let's just be real.
Yeah. Oh, and that guy, I just realized his brother was on that plane when it went off.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember him in an episode of the fine ass teacher. But
Yep.
God, why didn't teachers look? Well, we did have a couple hot teachers that looked like that in high school.
I had one in
But
college, so-
I see these stories about these teachers doing inappropriate things with kids. Which, by the way, I'm not condoning. I mean, the perverts at the end of the day. But I look at some of these teachers that did it. I'm just like, where were these people when I was in high school?
I don't know. I mean, the teachers I had were pretty stone-faced. You know what I mean? Back in my day.
Ugly, stone face, old. It's like, where the fuck these new age? Look at what Alex. Look at what Devin's wearing. No, that is early 2000s for sure.
Dude, I think when it comes to schools, man, I think we were born in the wrong decade. I'll just chalk it up as that. Because I remember, like, when you think about school, I remember thinking to myself, man, how come I didn't have stuff like this back in my day? Jeez. And of course, horror movies, it's pissing down. Here's the thing. Do we even know what happened to her parents in this movie? Because I don't think we ever see them.
Well, I don't remember.
If I remember correctly, I think she's living on her own.
Yeah, I used to think she was cute. Like I mostly remember Ali Larter from Obsessed with her and Beyonce when she plays the stalker.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, I watched it because I grew up with a black family, so I watched it and let's say I watched it with a bunch of with my mom and my aunties and stuff, and let's just say they were heavily rooting for Beyonce over the white woman.
Figures. It's fair enough, I guess, because I mean, she was technically like hunting that person down, like going full blown stalker mode. So, yeah, I understand it.
She looks better. I mean, she looks good as a brunette, but I prefer Ali Lauder as a blonde.
Yeah, I thought she was pretty damn hot in 2, and of course, playing as Claire Redfield, I thought she was pretty fine in that too.
And Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did look good in that. Yeah.
Thing about it, I remember somebody was asking me, "What's your take on the Resident Evil movies?" For me, I didn't go much on the first 2 because I felt they tried too much to be like the video games, and that's when they end up being shit. I felt the series found its feet from part 3 to part 6. And as far as that recent one goes, don't get me started on that Welcome to Raccoon City. It was dog shit.
Yeah, I heard it was shit.
And then you got people saying, "Oh, they've stayed true to the video game." Fuck off, mate. I can point a lot of reasons why it was shit. If we ever watch that, I'm going to point them all out.
Yes! Yes! That's right, Paul! Unleash that anger! Fuck! Hell yeah!
Trust me, if we end up watching Welcome to Raccoon City, I guarantee you I'm not going to be a happy camper when we're talking about it. I'm going to be fucking unleashing.
There you go!
Why would you play games with me?
Play games with me and you fuck it up like that, you mother... Like, I can live... Right, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna point some of these officers out right now. Right. Supposed to be set during Resident Evil 1 and 2. Here's the problem, though. Resident Evil 1 and 2 took place 3 months apart from each other. They didn't take place on the same goddamn night. Raccoon City didn't even look like a city. It looked like a little rural-ass town like you would see on the Crazies. Leon, dumb fuck, right? Leon was an absolute...
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, they made him.
I'm cheering for you. I'm rooting. I'm your hype man. Go.
Here's this one. Get this one. You're gonna love this. That bit where that guy's in the prison cell. He literally grabs Leon's gun and he's pointing the gun at Leon to say, "Hey, let me out of the cell." You got a dude in the cell next to you turning into a fucking zombie. You don't even shoot him.
What
the fuck's the matter with you?
Is it some bullshit?
It is bullshit.
I agree.
And the Umbrella Lab didn't even look like a lab. It looked like a shitty ass basement. So if people's gonna say to me, "Yo, this is the best one because it played like the video game," well, I just pointed out a whole bunch of reasons why it's shit. Nothing to defend. And then
no! Fuck!
And then they look at me like, "Well, how come you like the other ones that's not like the video games?" You know why I like the ones from part 3 to part 6? Because they tried to do something different. They made it its own. That's why I like them more than the first 2 and that shitty one. And if you got a problem with that, you can go... I'm not going to say it because I'm going to end up getting kicked off the air if we do that. But you know what?
Triple H, you son of a bitch! Why? Tell me why!
And in closing, fuck that movie! Right, I'm good.
That would have been funny if you just blamed Triple H for no reason.
I probably would if he was involved in it, but he's all right. He's safe for now.
If you just said "fuck Triple H," like I got nothing to do with it. Ugh.
Well, he's safe for now. But if he ever was involved in something that fucked up one of my favorite video game franchises, yeah, there'd be a problem. There's my rant for today, folks.
Good job. That was entertaining.
There you go.
Now we're at the funeral.
Yeah, that guy doesn't want to be anywhere near him. He's just like, "Nope, you stay the hell away from me." The teacher wants nothing to do with him.
He saved your life, you fucking assholes.
He's one of them jock type mans. I'm not saying they're all like it, but that one's definitely a douche.
Sean William Scott looked like he just came straight off the set of American Pie.
Strangely enough, he did, because he was doing this and that back to back.
I believe, I remember his run. Like, he had American Pie, this, Road Trip, Dude, Where's My Car?
Yep.
Yeah, Sean William Scott, the character Stifler as a whole, yeah, he would not do that today. He would not be able to do that character today.
I'm surprised they got him back for that American Reunion.
Yeah, American Reunion, but that was still during a time when it was still fairly un-PC. Even
Yeah,
though
fair point.
it was the beginning stages of it, but you could still, say do some crazy shit. But look at hell. I don't think American Pie as a whole you could do that movie nowadays.
Dude, seriously, there's a lot of comedies nowadays you cannot do. I mean, people say to me, "What's your favorite era of comedies?" For me, I'm going to say the '80s because they had some really wild shit back then. I mean, you look at films like, Spaceballs, Police Academy, Blazing Saddles, Porky's Revenge. Films like that, comedies like that. That's the kind of, and even TV shows with comedies back then were pretty wild. Nowadays, it's like,
oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine Married with Children in 2023?
Yeah, that would be interesting.
They would cut Al Bundy's nuts off with the quickness.
Yep. And most kids nowadays are all on phones and laptops. Nothing wrong with that, but still.
Yeah, they would cut Al Bundy. Like Peg wouldn't be able to be Peggy. How the kids interacted with each other. And the reason why I say Stifler would not make it because because Stifler was too masculine. You know what I mean? And you know how people are when it comes to masculinity. It's like, it's toxic. It's toxic. Stifler's toxic. I'm like, oh my god. It's a joke. It's a movie. It's a comedy.
People take things a little too seriously in this day and age. That's the problem, man.
But it's funny. If you fucking do what you did in Coming to America 2 and then make a joke about how Leslie Jones date raped Eddie Murphy's character, but that's supposed to be funny. What if it was the other way around? Then we get. I fucking hate this era, man. But anyway,
That's what it is, dude. I'll just say that we were lucky enough to be around at the time when things were like popping off, when it was like you could get away with that stuff back then.
Look at the scene of American Pie 2 when Stifler and the boys break into that lesbian couple's house and that whole exchange. That shit would not make it today.
I still can't believe that dude ended up fucking a pie.
Yeah, fuck the pie. Yeah.
And then there's that bit on that American Reunion where they got that beach party thing, and the guy literally shits in their fucking ice chest with a beer. I'm killing somebody if that was my fucking drink they shitted in.
I can't remember that iconic line. This one time at band camp, I stuck a flute on my punani.
Yep, I remember that.
Come on, you would not. But it was so crazy back then. American Pie was viewed as the most craziest movie ever.
It
was.
And then Jackass came along.
Yeah, I feel sorry for this generation. They never got an American Pie. Oh god, look at that old ass computer. Jesus Christ.
Dude, that is I think that's Windows 98. I remember you used to have one of those.
I had one too. God damn.
Yeah. I used to play a lot of old PC games back in the day. Games like Quake, Carmageddon, Doom, Duke Nukem, folks. We can't do a video game like that today.
My God, it would take you all day to download a photo or a fucking song.
And that dial-in noise. Oh my God.
Oh God, it sounds like two cats being killed.
It's just literally, and you're just like, enough.
Kids, you have no idea. Oh, Penthouse magazines. Ooh. Oh my God, why is he reading a Penthouse magazine? Penthouse magazines, man. Do they even sell adult? Oh yeah, this was a good death. This was a good kill.
I can imagine what you were like when you first saw this. The water doing this.
Yeah, this is when
see that in the reflection.
That now we're getting the supernatural element to it.
And to my knowledge, I think that's the only time we get a little bit of somewhat of a ripple glimpse of death right there behind him in the mirror.
Yeah, he's about to fall. He's about to slip on the water and trip.
Oh God, imagine falling with that going up your nose. Ooh, fucking, I hate things going up my nose like that. No, just no. But
John
like I said,
Denver.
yeah, he died in a plane crash, funny enough. But like I said, when I saw that water following him, that's when I started trying to put two and two together. I was like, yo, what is going on? And then I realized. Oh, nice owl. Well, that's and how ironic that one piece of paper lands on his lap.
Yep.
It's like it's telling him, yo, I'm coming after your friend. He's telling him right there. Oh, the hell with this scene, man. This scene sucks. Oh!
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And what's so bad about it is that you see it tightening up and then his eyes start going red.
It
right about here.
It does go red. I forgot about that.
There you go.
Great detail. Great detail there.
Yeah, because there's so much pressure being applied on his neck. The blood's
And shout out to this kid. Shout out to this. Oh, I mean, he's an adult though, but shout out to this kid here though. But he sells the shit out of this because that's how you do when you get choked. Where we get choked, like you kind of go into a panic attack. And you're panicking, and then you have no traction because it's wet. And I love how the scissors are just out of reach.
Yeah, Def's trolling him right there. Man.
Very creative kill. That was very creative.
And then the water just disappears.
Then
again.
the water recedes back to the toilet.
Yep. That's about
right. Shout out to the kid though, man. Like his performance in that death scene was great.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Look at what Devin's wearing, bro. Those baggy pants, bro. Like holy shit.
Man. Now I really am old.
Dear Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. Every time I see this kid, every time I see this dude, I think of the Stand video.
Yeah. Shut up, bitch! I'm trying to talk.
Hey, Slim, that's my girlfriend screaming in the trunk. But I didn't slit her throat. I just tied her up. I'm not like you.
Well, gotta go. I'm almost at the bridge now. Oh shit! I forgot.
Oh, shit. I forgot to write this shit out.
God, I'm not being listening to metal and everything, but I remember actually buying that album when it came out.
It's an all-time classic album. Hell, I think that album 2000. I think around the time. Oh, what? Can you look up when did Marshall Mathers LP come out?
Yeah, hang on, I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm gonna go.
No, fuck that. When did the video come out? When was the video released?
I'm gonna find out. Give me a second.
I know Final Destination came out in March of 2000.
My laptop is being weird right now. Okay, I got it. Right. I'm gonna look it up now. The album came out in fucking show me. It's going through all this list of controversies and all that, and yeah, it reads like a laundry list. Okay, yeah. Marshall Mathers LP came out in 2000. The song Stan came out in November of 2000 that year. And if I remember correctly, Final Destination came out in March of 2000.
Okay, so that's how he had a little bit of a run.
Yeah. And yeah, like I said, that Marshall Mathers album, that's the only one I remember buying at the time.
All right, Paul. Yeah, there's your girlfriend welding.
Yep. Nice dog too. But yeah, I got this funny feeling that her parents are not there anymore because you don't see them. I don't know. Maybe she lives on her own, or I don't know, dude. But she was hot back then. She still is now.
Yeah, she's a very, very attractive woman.
Yep. Even at 47, she's doing good.
So clearly, she's supposed to be the weirdo of the classmates.
The social outcast. I know that feeling all too well. So I can relate to this character in a way. Get out of here. Eminem's not 50, is he?
Yeah, he is.
Fucking hell. And I'm gonna be 40 at the end of this year. That's nuts. I'm just seeing if I can find out any filming news about this, anything that I can talk about.
Oh shit.
That's a nice sculpture. Good meaning behind it, in a way. Yeah, check this out. When this movie came out, according to the review critics, it has a 35% approval. But if the critics hate it that much, then care to explain how the movie went on to make 112 million against a 23 million budget?
Well, clearly, obviously, the fan base enjoyed it.
Yeah. And then along came a sequel. And I remember when they announced the sequel, I was just like, really? I thought this movie was going to be a one-off.
Did the Alex? I know the Allie Carter character survived, but did Alex Demasala make it to the sequel?
No. And that's another thing I need to point out too. If you watch each sequel, if you look closely, it tells you that the previous survivors from each movie ended up dead in the end. So death's going to get them in the end, whether it's on film or not. He died with a brick landing on his head. A random ass brick landing on his head. That's what took him out. And they do reveal that in the second film. Well, here comes the Candyman. I mean, Tony Todd.
What if, Paul? What if this is a weird ass mashup of Final Destination and Candyman?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised because what's the name of the character that Tony Todd plays in this movie?
What?
William Boldworth. What was the Candyman's real name? Was it Daniel Boldworth by any chance?
I don't know. I never saw the sequels.
Let me look. I'm going to find out.
I never saw the sequels. And if I did, I hated them.
Well, the new one wasn't so bad, but a little too preachy.
The new one's trash, too.
Okay, fine. I'm looking right now. Let me just get this. I'm going to make sure I get this right. Come on. Okay, it was close. It's Daniel. Shit. Daniel, and yeah, that is true, by the way. Dead bodies do that when you embalm them.
It's fucking weird.
Remember, what was my work experience in school back in the day?
Yeah, we know. It's still weird.
Nobody else picked it. They picked all the ones I wanted, and that's what I ended up with.
Now, my theory has always been that that Tony Todd character is actually Death impersonated. He's just poking fun at Alex and what the fuck is her character's name in this?
Shit, hold on.
Claire, yes. I always thought, and I know he comes in the later sequels. Well, I always thought he was Death impersonated, just trolling the survivors.
You want to hear something crazy? Back in the day, me and my friend, we were thinking the exact same thing. Because how did he know so much about it?
Know so much how he's acting,
Like, how does he know? And I gotta admit, I gotta say this well. Tony Todd, his voice alone for acting is just, yeah.
No, he's a really good actor, really good character actor.
Very good. And I don't know if you knew this, but he's gonna be Venom in the new Spider-Man game.
I can buy it. I can buy it.
He's also in the Hatchet movies, by the way. And he's actually pretty good in the second one. But yeah, I mean, like, this dude is like 68 now. So go back 23 years. He was like in his late 40s here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When he first did Candyman, he was pretty much on the older side.
Yeah. Well, believe it or not, the first movie I ever saw, man, it wasn't Candyman. It was that remake of Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead. Yep.
Yeah, well, that was another good film too.
One of the few black leading men to survive a horror film.
Yep, that is true.
I'll see you soon.
That is such a classic line in that film.
Like I said, I always felt that he was that. I always felt he was death incarnated.
He is. I firmly stand by it. I'll die on that hill.
That's how I always felt. They never really go all the way with it, with my theory, but I think I've always implied that.
Definite. I'm just seeing what people are being saying in the chat right now. Yeah, Phil here said he's never been on a plane before. He doesn't think he has the courage to. I don't blame you. And Lou says she's not watching the fifth one. Yeah, we'll see about that, Lou, next time you visit. Because you still
shout out to Mama Gorehound.
Yeah, you see, there's this thing. I don't know if I've ever told you about this, but there's this policy that I have with people when we do sequels, and if there's a movie series, and if there's a sequel, gotta watch them, better or worse. That's kind of what I go by, you know.
Oh, he's getting another premonition. Get another premonition.
That fucking bus.
The bus.
Yeah, this moment
How
right here.
How does she not notice he's doing that?
I know, right?
And look at this, Paul. They're in a cafe. And look all around them. There's no smartphones.
Nothing. Because smartphones.
Now here's the thing, Paul. No, here's the thing. If the internet's supposed to be just shut down right away, you and I guess me as well can kind of adjust and adapt to that really quickly because we've lived lives where we didn't have that stuff.
Yeah.
People younger than us, oh god, they'll mentally shut. They'll have a mental breakdown.
Yeah, that's not.
This is all because the cell phone.
Yeah, no, I mean, like we didn't have cell phones back then. We didn't have the internet. So if there was ever a time where it just went, I mean, at first, yeah, I'll be kind of bummed out because how am I going to keep in contact with family and friends? But at the same time, I'm just like, well, gonna have to figure something out now.
Hey, go back to the good old days. Get a phone book. Get a phone book, write their numbers down, put it in a notepad, just like how we used to do.
Yep, start exchanging numbers now, folks, because you never know when it might happen. That's a nice car.
Look at this douchebag. If this was a Halloween movie, he'd be the first one to die.
And can you believe he was the sheriff in My Bloody Valentine's remake?
God damn, she fine, bro. Oh, God, teach my class.
Yeah, really?
Woo!
She is so goddamn hot.
Yeah, you tell him, girl.
She's had enough. She's like, you know what?
We lived. Get over it.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, you douchebag. Alex saved your life. Saved all your lives.
Yeah, really. Like fucking. How can you just,
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on. I can't understand under people. I can't understand people. Oh my God! Oh God! Oh God! Yeah. Damn!
Damn it! It got me again. It fucking got me again. I can't believe it got me again. Dude, that's like blinking, you miss it. Can you imagine how people were when they saw that cinema? People, I'm not joking, right? People fucking jumped out of their seats. I saw popcorn flying in the air that day I saw it. And I'm there. I turn away for a second. I'm like, yo, what just happened? And it's like, she just got splattered by a bus. And I was just like, oh, shit. I'm back. God, leave me. God, stop.
dog blood stuck. Yo, I totally forgot that happened. Oh shit, I totally forgot.
It got me, dude. It got me again. I can't believe it got me. Dude, I've been watching so many horror movies, and yet that still got me. Like, god damn it. Well played, movie. Well played. Even you wasn't ready for that, James. You forgot that happened.
Oh, wow.
Jeez. I need a stiff drink.
I literally forgot all about that scene. Like, we was in the middle of conversating. I thought she was going on a rant, and then a bus just went, like pow, like.
Oh my god!
Turned her into dirty laundry, man.
Yeah, that bus went Carmageddon on her. My god.
Yeah, that bus, man. That bus laid her ass out, bro. Like,
if you watch that scene in slow motion, you can see her body just literally explode on impact. It is messed up.
Wouldn't the bus see? Wouldn't the bus see her? You know what?
Dude, it was so random and sudden. It was
That wasn't deaf. That wasn't deaf. That bus had an agenda. But he hated that bitch.
Yeah, I guess so. Holy shit. He's like, I'm running you over. Bang! Dead ahead roadkill.
All right, Alex has just discovered the pattern death is following. Yep. And the fine ass teacher is next.
Yeah, unfortunately.
God, bro, man.
To be fair, she got it pretty bad in this one.
I remember her death. Yes, her death was one of the more violent ones.
Yeah. And we all know who got the most gruesome.
Yep, she sees Alex. Now, the kids and her suspect that Alex is killing all these people.
Well, we know different.
No, but I'm just saying, like at this point of the film, that they know, that they feel that Alex is killing all these people.
Yeah, it is kind of suspect when you got this guy stalking your joint out, casing your car. Like, that's like cause of suspicion right there. Even if the guy is legit about what he's talking about.
Yeah. That nigga look suspicious right now. He does look very suspicious right now.
I was just, you were just what? Checking the transmission to make sure.
Get in the car.
That's what he's just like, get in the car. I imagine you, if that's it, you'd be like, get your bitch ass in the car.
I always thought this dude here, the light skin, I always thought he was a really good actor. I remember he was in the last Spike Lee movies. I remember him. It was called the Huey Newton story. I forgot his name. But I always thought he was a really good actor. He just never got that Hollywood push. But every movie I've seen him in, he was great. I remember him, being in All About the Benjamins, the classic Mike Epps roast, you'll never find blom 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 a hairline like mine.
Yeah, his name is Roger Grenier Smith.
Roger Grenier Smith, yes.
Yeah, he's been in quite a bunch of. Oh wow, he was in King of New York.
Yes, he was a King of New York. Yep.
I've got that on Blu-ray. Funny enough, that could be a potential watch along.
Yes. Yeah. He was in a lot of Spike Lee films, and I always thought he was really good.
Yeah, Get on the Bus.
Mm-hmm.
Summer of Sam. That's a good movie. I like that one.
Do the Right Thing.
Yep. The only movie.
Oh God, bro! I can make so many jokes right now.
That's fair enough. I was saying the only Spike Lee movie I know I've never watched is Malcolm X. I've seen a bunch of the other ones, but not that one. That's very hard to get.
Oh,
That one.
it's a great movie. It's a great movie.
Yeah, I mean, Denzel Washington's in it for starters. I mean, obvious.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah.
Jesus Christ, that movie's 201 minutes. Well, better get the popcorn ready for that one.
Yeah. It's it takes its time.
That's fine.
It tells it tells the story. On some Roman Reigns shit. Like really, it don't give you McDonald's. It gives you filet mignon.
That's fine. I mean, I'm used. I don't mind seeing like long movies. I mean, fuck, I've got all the director's cut versions of all 6 Lord of the Rings movies, so it'll be a walk in the park for me.
Yeah, she's about to get it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty bad.
You're about to see the death shadow and the reflection there.
Yeah, see, like I said, this is the only movie where you catch glimpses of him like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you got John Denver playing again.
Listening to John Denver, which is kind of a sign that shit's about to go down.
Yep.
Like I said, it's not a slasher film, but in a weird way,
it might as well be.
The entity of death is a slasher villain.
Yeah. It may as well be a slasher movie, but in a supernatural clothing.
Yeah.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that. I like the idea that they did that. I love the way they threw that swerve at us in this. I got to give these guys credit for that.
And lighting the match.
Oh, I hate that when the gas oven goes out like that. Because you never know when it's going to blow up in your face. You heard that on my speakers. I got that space kicking off then if you just heard that.
EJ says that scene of the girl getting run over had me like, well, yeah, like you heard me. Like again, I haven't seen this movie in so goddamn long, and I completely forgot that happened, bro. It legit it threw me off.
James jumped out of his skin here, folks. I was just like, yo, what the hell just happened? It got me again. Like, that reply he just gave.
And does he say something like, that kid gives me the creeps?
Well, you're about to find out.
I think he says that here, if I remember.
He's like, that guy gives me the creeps. He's like, you give me the creeps.
Ah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I thought he was a really, really good actor, but just like I said, he just never got the push,
It's a shame he never got the push because he truly deserves it.
Well, when there's only one light skinned actor to be on top, and his name was Will Smith, so
yeah, fair point. Speaking of Will
Smith, it's a mug! Relax, it's just a mug!
Yeah, really. It's just a mug, so don't be a mug about it.
And I like, because that does happen. I think with coffee cups, like if you put something hot in it and then you immediately put something cold in it, like glass will break like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually tried that theory out. It does work.
Yeah. So that does happen.
Yeah. Oh, and whatever you do not put a sharp object in a toaster. If you saw a YouTube video, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, shit. It went in the damn computer screen. Don't turn it on.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't turn it on.
Because that will blow up in your face. I've seen that happen to someone once.
My God, those big-ass computers, man. Oh, yeah, shit.
Big like tube TVs and everything like that. We don't have tube TVs anymore. It's all like
with the floppy disk that you could have to use.
Oh jeez, CD-ROM. Remember those?
CD-ROM, yes.
And oh shit! It went.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah, that's hit a fucking major artery.
It hit an artery. Yeah, she's bleeding good too.
Here's the problem. She should have never pulled that glass out because that was working as a cork to keep the bleeding from getting bad. Now that she's pulled that out, she's just gonna bleed everywhere. You're gonna bleed out.
Yeah. It gets even worse when you pull it out. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's it. You can't plug it back in. That's it. You're done. See, she's already bleeding out bad.
Oh god, now the house about to be off. Oh god, oh man, is she? She's a MILF too. Ah, damn.
Oh, the whiskey bottle. Yeah, this death was pretty violent. I gotta admit.
Come on, Stan, get in there.
There's
the thumbnail. Oh, and the knives fall on her, right?
Yeah. I don't know what I don't know what she did to deserve this, but she must have really pissed off Death in this movie. I don't know what she did to deserve this, but god damn, he hated her in this.
Oh god, that's some Three Stooges shit. That's some Three Stooges shit, though. I ain't gonna hold you up.
Yeah. Man, he must really hated her in this one.
Oh, and the chair pushes it further down.
Well, that's some bullshit right there. That is some
straight. Yeah, put your hands on the murder weapon. Yeah, that's a great idea, Stan.
Good job, idiot.
Yeah, you already killed your girlfriend,
and now this guy sees you coming out.
There's Stifler riding down the old running out the house in front of the explosion trope.
Yeah, and back then, folks, we actually did blow up houses in films.
Paul, if you ever make it to a Hollywood movie, that's what I want to see. I want to see you run out of a house fast as you can before it explodes and do a jump. That'd be so funny.
Consider it done.
You know what's so funny about this, Paul? Sean William Scott is literally playing like a dumb version of Stifler in this film.
You know, now that I think about it, yeah, you're right.
He's no different than Stifler. Just imagine a more dumb version. I was going to say another word, but, sensitivity.
Yep, that too. Yeah, as you can tell, she does not like cops. She's like, get out of here.
This dude's always riding. He's always riding his bike. Like,
yeah. Yes, I will confess, folks, I do have my baseball cap worn backwards, even to this day, folks.
I do that too. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, but I remember some people were like saying, "Dude, it's not the '90s anymore." I'm like, "Dude, shut up."
This guy is still alive, though.
How?
Like I said, if this was a Halloween movie, he would be dead. He'd be dead.
He'd be long gone at this point. And for folks who's just tuning in, we are checking out the first ever Final Destination movie. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Feel free to leave a comment live or during the archives. And donations will be appreciated if you can afford it.
You broke bastards.
Well, there's that too, but come on, James. But yeah, anything from $1 or a million would be nice, but any donations will help.
Who is singing this song? Who is singing this?
I don't know. I know that before that girl got hit by a bus, that was 9 Inch Nails playing in this car. I don't know who that is now. Hang on, let me see if I can get the soundtrack. I'll pull it up.
Feel your soul, it's in my heart. Like, what the fuck?
Well, it was early
2000s. And it's going down.
Who the fuck did that one? I know I've heard it before. I was going to say Crazy Town, but I don't think it's them.
Sounded like Madonna.
I think it might have been. But I don't think they would have afforded her licensing for this.
Vogue, 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 Vogue. I don't know. That's not how it goes, but fuck it. I don't listen to Madonna.
Okay, so I was right about Nine Inch Nails doing Into the Void. I was right about that. It was either Jane Sirbury or during Carter's car scene. Yeah, Candles in the World, I think it was. Or it's another one by Joe Niney called And When I Die. But that was during the end credits. So it's one of them.
Yeah, Sean William Scott. Like I'm looking how he's acting in this film. Like why would you say that, man? Like it's like, bro, you was Stifler like a year ago.
Well, like I said, he was filming this movie and American Pie simultaneously.
It literally feels like two different characters, and he goes on to play a character damn near like Stifler in Road Trip.
Yep, that is true. And I'm trying to see what other films he's been involved in because there was another one I remember him being in. Yeah, he was. Do you remember that movie that came out in 2018 where he was a serial killer, Bloodline?
I did hear about that. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, by the way, Paul, in case you're wondering, what happened to her parents, she's explaining it here. Listen to your girlfriend, bro.
Oh, they up and left. Damn.
And maybe you should go give her a hug.
Yeah, I would if I was able to jump through the TV like Horace Pinker. And there's a plane flying.
Yeah, there's me. Look at me being trying to be a wingman for you.
Yeah. Oh man, I would. Trust me, if I had the ability to do it, I would.
All right, they said to take him to her dad's cabin. And the movie is clearly establishing that they're starting to gain a relationship.
Yep.
Billy, you snitch!
Billy, you.
Yep, he knew. He knew. He knew.
Yeah.
How can you answer that? Like, I would not be able to answer that.
How would you be able to tell me that?
Oh yeah, Paul. Yeah, in like 2 days from now, you're gonna die.
Okay, so how do I fucking stop it then?
You can't.
Well, thanks. I'm just gonna have to go and get myself some popcorn and go on my balcony and wait for Death to come and take me. Cheers, dude. Fuck you, Death. I wouldn't know how to fucking respond to the idea that
Again, you hear what Alex is saying? You think it's gonna be easier to know? It's gonna be even fucking harder.
Dude, knowing my time is gonna be up at that point, I'm gonna be like, well, that's it then. Fuck it.
You say, yo, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna take my own hands, bro. This dude is basically Barry from I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, I know, right? Dude,
just angry all the time.
Yeah. Like, dude, if you're planning it off yourself, please don't involve your car, because that's a nice car. Come on now.
That is a nice car, man.
That's vintage. That is.
I'm gonna go on my own time, bro. Oh, Doyle rules.
All right, we'll leave the car out of it then.
The seatbelt's broken.
Well, that's a warning sign right there. If I ever saw one.
And it's back together again. That's another sign. Yo, that's such a troll.
Yeah, Def loves to play head games with people.
Yeah, why is he acting like this? I hated French class.
I have no idea, dude.
I want to say what I think he's acting like right now, but god damn it, man.
He's acting like a dumbass is what I'm going to say, but, you know.
A half-brain bitch. That's what he's acting like.
There you go. Dude, get your hands back on the steering wheel for fuck's sake.
No, it's my car, bro. It's my time, bro.
If you're gonna snuff it, dude, let me get out of the car first. Oh boy.
There's the train.
What she said.
Yeah, listen to Paul's girl.
Come on now. Of course, you stop in the middle of a railway line. Dude, you're going to wreck one of my favorite cars. I want to jump in the screen and punch you right now.
Somebody gonna die. I'll tell you that much. Somebody gotta die. I'm punching somebody.
That's fucked up my favorite car.
Why does it look like he's orgasming?
Maybe he is. You remember that movie Crash that Cronenberg did? They got off on shit like this.
Oh God. Oh
yeah.
God. Cronenberg, he thinks some wild shit sometimes, man.
Oh yeah, and his son Brandon's done some pretty good films lately as well. I got one of them.
It's coming! Oh God!
Ain't my time. Well, how do you explain your car?
Yep, it is time. Yeah. Def's like, bitch, you thought.
He's like, guess again, asshole.
Dial 911. Tell the police to get up here quick. Somebody's about to get killed.
Yeah, really, Samuel Jackson. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, I remember that scene on Die Hard 3. He's got a sign that said, yeah, you know the one.
He's trying to get him out.
No, leave him. He's wrecking my
favorite. He's trying to get him out.
No, leave him.
Oh God, it's close. Oh shit! Yo! Fuck that! They look like they got hammered, bro. There's no way they made that.
I'm mourning the loss of that car right now, folks.
That was too close.
That was way too close.
Too close.
Oh, yeah, you got so lucky, man.
God damn, man. When I first saw this film, I'm like, they should be fucking dead.
Yeah.
They should be, man. Because it was right there. It was right there when the train appeared, bro. And I'm just there's no way they got the fuck. Wait, what? Oh, God.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Stifler. You're done. Took his head right off at the mouth. And his body's just standing there thinking, yo, what just happened to me? Oh, I'm dead. See ya. And he's like, what are you, fucking God, bro?
If I see it, if I hit the V, I see the design. I'm like, okay, you being a little dramatic now. Devin,
now he's
God's not afraid to die. God's not afraid to die. God don't die. We do.
Oh, this dude
it's being a little over dramatic now.
Yeah. Now he thinks he's running on God mode like somebody else we know.
I'm on God mode. If I cheat, I intervene. I intervene. I cheat the design.
Yep, that sounds just about.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me.
Oh, if he said that, I'd have lost my shit.
That shit would have been funny.
Yeah, I know. Right, now this dude has literally wired everything in this house. I don't.
He has everything. Yeah, because he knows. Because he's now next on the path.
This is probably something you'd end up doing if you knew this was going to go down your way.
So basically, what this movie is telling us is that because they cheated Death is trying to get his get back, and he's following the path of the explosions of the people that survived. And he tried to get the dickhead, and then killed Stifler.
Yep.
And now he's trying to kill Stan over here.
I don't know if having a lantern on is a good idea. He's got the welding gloves on now. Actually, wait, those.
I really got you know. It actually helps when I'm depressed. I even got a tattoo of your name across my chest.
That's one way of doing it. And I don't know if it's me, but they almost look like Jason's gloves in part 6. Oh, you're eating raw tuna? Okay. It is raw tuna, right? Or is that something else?
I have no clue what that is.
Looks like a jar of... No, I'm not going to say it. Here we go. He's like sitting there waiting, saying to Death, "Come on then, bitch, make your move." Ooh.
That was close.
Yeah, he got him. And Death's going to be really pissed off for you right now. Fish hooks. You don't want to get your finger caught in those.
No, you don't. I had that happen to me once I was a kid. Oh.
There's one I remember for you. You won't believe. I remember one guy was doing fishing. This guy walked by and it catches him. Guess where the fish hook catches him? His eyelid. So you can imagine how that was.
He lost his fucking mind.
Yeah, he's gone. He's lost it.
He lost his goddamn mind. Yeah. A lot of these kids are gonna need some serious PTSD treatment.
Oh, they're gonna need some serious couch time after this.
So, how did that make you feel? I didn't ask dumb questions like that.
Well, if you're in one of them psych evaluations, you're gonna have to answer them in a certain way somehow. Well, those are
Yeah. Otherwise, you get the shock treatment.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of fucked up that sometimes. I mean, like when it comes to psychiatric stuff, like, people do it differently in different parts of the world. I know that over here, it's a bit more, calmer, a bit more understanding. Whereas over there, it's like they always seem to refer to the shock therapy. You know what I mean? Especially during like the early 70s and 80s. That's when it was like pretty rough. You know, like One That Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Anybody?
Oh, that nurse was such a bitch.
Or as Jack Nicholson put it, she comes off as a bit of a cunt.
Yeah. Fucking hated her.
Oh, dude. She treated Brad Dourif like shit. Which was his first movie, by the way. And I don't know if you noticed it in there, but if you looked at one of the patients, a bald-headed dude, that was Michael Berryman from Hills Have Eyes.
Nice.
And Michael Douglas, I think he either produced or wrote the screenplay for it. Because I remember he was involved in it.
Oh fuck! How can I remember? How can I remember that? Eminem lives in Detroit, not in California.
Yep. Yeah. You should have had every fine detail figured out. Oh, you saw something in the flash. Right.
You still ain't called a road. You still ain't called a road. I hope you have a chance. I think it's fucked up you don't answer fans. If you didn't want to talk to me, you didn't have to. You decided I had to go with my little brother Matthew.
Dear Mister, I'm too good to pay to answer anybody. This will be the last letter I'll ever send your ass. It's been 6 months and no word. I don't deserve it.
I deserve it? I know you got the last 2 letters. I wrote the dresses on them perfect. yo, that video is iconic. It's iconic.
Dude, it won the fucking Grammy Awards, if I remember right.
It's iconic. Devin's performance in the video is iconic.
Yeah, it was good. It was very good. And I don't know if they did that.
You gotta give Devin Sawa and Eminem credit. They are pop culture icons. Why I say that? Because those two pretty much created the word in stan that's in the English dictionary. It's still used this very day to describe obsessed fans.
Exactly. And I remember they did that. I remember Elton John did a cover of that song with Eminem at one point. If I remember right.
Yeah, I have gay friends too. A performance, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Right, you can tell at this point.
Yeah, that's what that was, Paul. That's what that was, Paul. Let's just be real.
Yeah. And he also, let's not forget, he also did guest vocals for a song with Ozzy recently on that Ordinary Man album. I remember that. But yeah, that part too.
So we're pretty much at the third act of Final Destination, where the cops are chasing Alex.
Yeah.
Through the woods.
And if in case you haven't noticed, folks, now Def is really pissed off.
Oh yes, yeah. Def is annoyed with Alex right now. Maybe Eminem sent him to kill him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Hey, get the dog out of there. Save the dog. And watch out for that clothes rack, too.
Oh, boy, she has so many close calls.
I know, right? I mean, even
so many close calls, dude.
Even the pool, for Christ's sake. And,
he's falling down, and...
Woo! You know how close you were to eating that?
That was so goddamn close.
He almost had that for lunch. Yeah, now's a good time to get off the ground.
Yeah, get out the water. Get your sexy ass out the water. Oh!
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh! Oh, see that?
Dog. Yeah, the dog's like, I'm out. See ya. Don't forget, dogs do have a sixth sense about things, so he must have just saw that and thought, yeah, I'm out. See ya.
Bro, I'll never forget, bro, as the sequels went on, it was more about what kind of crazy creative ways can we kill a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's literally what it became about eventually. It got so big that Spike TV stole a whole show, made a whole show out of it, 1,000 Ways to Die.
Oh, I love that show. That was one of my favorite shows.
That was a great show.
I loved it. I remember that one. There was that one I remember where that dude was drunk and he goes face first into that snowplow thing he was fixing. You remember that, Def?
I remember one death where I believe a dude was in a jacuzzi, and then I think his leg or something got stuck in the sinkhole or something like that, and literally just pulled all his skin off, something like that. Man, it was wild, bro.
That one was meant to look like Mel Gibson, and his ass gets stuck in the jacuzzi thing, and it pulls all his intestines out of his ass.
Yeah, it was that one. Yep.
Yeah, that one. And then there was
there were some deaths where I'm like, really? But I ain't gonna test it out.
Well, there's that one. What was that one I remember seeing? There was this one. I forgot. There's so many. That guy that falls in a pool full of dissolving acid. The one that was trying to dissolve those bodies in the graveyard thing.
God damn.
And the only thing that came to my mind at that point was that dude on RoboCop.
Get the fuck off me, man!
Yeah. Woo! That noise, that howling he was making when he was. Oh man. That was.
Oh god, yo, Death ain't playing. He wants her bad.
He's had enough. Look, he's got the wire. He's got the electric wire. He's like, back off, motherfucker. She's mine. Well, spoiler alert, Death. She's mine first. So.
Now, Paul, I think if I remember correctly, he kind of sacrificed himself, right?
Yeah, and
now to me, this is how. Okay, because I remember in the sequel they say, he died off screen. I think that's bullshit. Here he should have. Here, if he died here, I would have been happy because it would have came full circle.
Listen to this. The original deleted scene of this is that he does grab the wires and he literally erupts into flames and dies. That was the original scene. They did film for this. It's on the deleted scenes. Look it up on YouTube. So that was the original ending. Him actually getting burned up by death.
Oh, so you're telling me they pussied out?
Yes, they did. They did not want a grim ending. Remember, folks, this was back in the day where having a grim ending was not a common thing in films. Saw made that happen eventually, though.
Well, it still isn't a. All right. I feel that if this is how Alex died, I think would have been
more dramatic,
more closure to his character.
Yeah, I agree. I think they should have went with that ending too, but the executives were like, "Yeah, we're not having that scene on here." But they did film it, and I have seen it. Because
he burns up. Because he burns in the fire on the plane. Okay, yeah. Again, it would have been full circle. You kind of see it there.
Yeah, but if you see the original version, he literally is on fucking fire, like literally erupted in flames. He took the full voltage of that wire. Like, he was done.
Yeah, he should be dead. He should be dead by now.
He should be, but they didn't go that route.
And you pussies.
And like I said, it wasn't until the Saw movies that started actually having grim endings as a common thing.
I don't know. I still know it was a pretty grim ending.
Yeah. I know. I still know what you did. That again, it's a rare thing. But after the Saw movies, then it became a thing. Because if you notice, every Saw movie, there is no happy ending.
Yeah, I think somebody goes a little too overboard with that shit. But
I can't get enough of those movies, man. I love that series.
6 months. Yo, Paul, this movie just flew by.
Yeah.
Like we're already at the end. I'm like, oh shit, this movie just flew by.
Yeah. It was a quick in and out, straight to the point.
I look, Paul, there's your girl and with the blonde.
Yeah, she looks nice with that one.
She does look good. She looks more recognizable here with the blonde.
She was also in that TV series. Fuck was it called? Heroes.
She was. Wasn't my girl Hayden in that show as well?
Yeah, I think she was. Let me check that.
Yep, they're all there. They're all there drinking.
Yeah,
are they 21?
Yeah, they're 21. Although they were in their like mid-20s.
No, their characters ain't 21.
No, they were in their mid-20s doing this. Yeah.
Okay, that thing that went over your head, Paul. But okay.
Yeah, I get it. Well, as I said, here's the thing, right? You got to be 21 to drink over there, right? Over here, you got to be 18 to drink.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay.
So, yeah.
This motherfucker still.
And that French dude is playing John Denver.
Yeah, we beat it, bro. We won, bro.
No, you didn't beat it. It's just biding its time, my dude. It's just biding its time.
I've never been to France. I would like to though.
I went there once on a school trip many years ago, and like I said, because of that stuff I've been doing with the Venice Carnival, I've actually been invited by some of the guys that go to these smaller events that happens all around Europe. So I'm thinking maybe next May I might go to one of them that's in France, because I know I'm going to be in Germany in September. So, and just think, I've never been to Germany either, so I got the travel bug, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. We're playing the Did We Beat It
The
game
realization.
again.
Yes, it's the realization. Wait, I know what the realization is. You guys like, wait a minute. Eminem really did write me back.
I guess he did. But he left on a message saying, "Hey, Def's about to come and get you."
Deja vu. Oh, I've had plenty of cases of deja vu. It's fucking weird when it happens.
I've had one or two of those as well. Yeah, I know Lou has.
It's coming back.
Here we go again.
Getting a weird feeling.
Now you could tell they put a bit. They put quite a bit into this bit that's coming up. This is a pretty big, elaborate piece.
Wait, I'll go with you. We'll go have sex. Can you imagine if she said that?
Oh, I'm gonna be like, nah, you're coming with me.
This is pretty wild. This is a pretty wild ending to the film.
Yeah.
Now she sees it. Now she has it.
Yeah. Ooh,
that was close. That was close.
Have you had a close call with a bus? Because I have. There goes that sign.
Oh man, this is a wild way to end the movie.
Yep.
I saved him.
And you shouldn't have done that. Because guess
why? It skipped you.
Bye-bye.
Yep. Very pretty iconic ending.
There you go, guys. Final destination in the can.
Final destination for episode 60 of the Gorehounds, and it's fun. It's a fun film. It's a fun film. I dig it, especially if you don't really take it super serious. But yeah, it was fun. I like the cast. I like the concept. I thought the deaths were really creative. Like I said, I've never seen the farthest I've seen gone with sequels is 2. That's the farthest I ever will go. But
until I start putting out the others, because you know I'm going to at some point.
Damn it.
Remember, Lou will tell you this: the sequel policy. You're about to get introduced to it.
Oh fuck! Well, all right. Well, don't your girl die in the second one?
Regretfully, yes.
Okay, exactly. All right. So, but yeah, but Final Destination, yeah, it's a fun film. It's a movie I haven't seen in a very long time, and I figured, hey, why the hell not? And yeah, it was definitely cool to go back and watch this film. That's a cool concept, cool depths. Like the cast, I like Devon Sawa as Alex. I like Ali Larter as Claire. And yeah, it's a fun flick. It's a fun flick. Paul, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm right there with you when it comes to the overall consensus of this. I mean, I enjoyed this movie. It's been a minute since I've seen it, and I just remember enjoying it back then. The characters were good. The characters were likable. The story was interesting. I love the whole concept of, death is the one that's offing people because, again, like I said, no one ever saw a film like this back then. This was at a time when you thought nothing else could be brought to the table of horror movies, this comes along and be like, hey, we got a little surprise for you here. So I like the overall concept of, like, the idea of if you cheat death, it's going to come back at you tenfold. And everybody's had that deja vu moment. And I think that's why this movie, like, struck a nerve with a lot of people, because let's face it, I'm sure a lot of us have had that deja vu moment. And I'm sure a lot of us have had like a near death experience or had a close call. I mean, I know I have. I mean, Lou just said something in the chat saying I've had more than one. Yeah, like that time when I blew myself up with a firework, like gunpowder from 3 large fireworks and all blown up in my face at the same time. Yeah, that sucked. I mean, it fried my beard, my eyebrows were gone, and I had a bad case of red eyes. It looked like something out of 28 Days Later. But guess what I did afterwards, James? Take a guess what I did.
What did you do, Paul?
All I did was wash my eyes out, take some painkillers, went back outside to light the rest of the fireworks, and then went to bed. Didn't even go hospital.
Oh my goodness, Paul.
It wasn't that bad. I could still, I mean, I was temporarily blind for like 5 minutes.
Bad.
No, I mean, my facial features are still fine. I got perfect 20/20 vision. It could have been a whole lot worse, but I'm still here. So yeah, when it comes to near-death experiences, yeah, I've had one. But overall, man, this was a fun movie. I enjoyed this film, and I also enjoyed the sequels as well, which we will eventually get to. So yeah, fun movie. I'll give it why not? I'll give it 8 out of 10.
All right, cool. All right, so let's go ahead quickly back.
You see what Lou just said in the chat box there? You see what Lou just said in the chat box? Yes, James,
what?
You watched the first movie, you got to watch the rest. Pause policy. Yep, you're right.
Oh my God.
Sorry, James, but deal got sealed.
All right, Paul. What's your recommend? What movie you picking for next time?
All right, guys. Well, for my next pick, we're going to be going into slasher movie territory. This movie came out in 1988, and like I said before, I'll say it again for anyone who didn't catch it. This movie was pretty controversial back in the day because of what this killer's dressed up in. And if you think that movie was controversial then, imagine how controversial it is now in today's climate of how people feel about this particular line of work. So, my next pick, ladies and gentlemen, Maniac Cop.
All right, Maniac Cop. All right, and the movie that's going to be after Maniac Cop, I got a feeling is going to be one of our biggest shows.
What do you got?
Well, it's a movie within a fan base that is pretty divisive. For the most part, one of the many divisive films in this fan base. And it's been a while. I've spaced this. I wanted to wait for the right time to do this film. And I will say now is the time, especially considering the news that me and Paul was talking about earlier. And that is, folks, my suggestion. Well, not my suggestion. My pick after Maniac Cop will be Rob Zombie's Halloween, the first one.
Let's fucking go. I like this one. Good pick, man. I like this one.
Yes. I thought the whole timing of the Rob Zombie news and the article I thought was perfect, so I figured, okay, cool. Yes, Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Which version are we watching? Theater or direct or the unrated cut? Because I think I got the unrated version on DVD.
Shit. I didn't think that far ahead. I'll let you know as the weeks go on. I totally forgot those two versions. But
there is for the sequel one as well, and I just so happen to have both of those.
God damn it. So yeah, there's definitely gonna be a lot to talk about with that film. I remember not hating it. I felt like this could have worked if it wasn't a Halloween film. Sounds fucking familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, Halloween Ends.
So, I've always said Rob Zombie's a really good director, just horrible at writing likable characters.
I mean, like when it comes to doing horror movies, man, he definitely has the eye for it.
He has the eye.
Yeah, I mean, like
he doesn't have the writing chops.
Yeah, that's the problem. For me, I will tell you now, right now, folks. Personally, my favorite Rob Zombie movie is Devil's Rejects.
Devil's Rejects. That's his best film. Yeah.
I do have all 3 of those Firefly movies. I've got House of a Thousand Corpses. I got Devil's Rejects. I got Free from Hell.
Trash.
And I've even got 31, which some people have compared to Devil's Rejects.
I don't remember. I remember 31. Sherwood Zombie at the fucking forefront again. It's just like, yo,
the
leave it
only
alone, man.
Yeah, like the only Rob Zombie movie I did not like was Lord of Salem, and I have got his recent movie, The Munsters, which I thought was all right, and it was his first PG movie as well. Think about that.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot to talk about Rob Zombie's Halloween, especially considering how much he. We'll talk about when we get to it. Other than that, we got Maniac Cop for the next edition. So that's going to go ahead and conclude tonight's edition of the Primetime Gorehounds. Thank y'all for hanging out with us for the sudden watch along. Like I said, I apologize that my schedule kind of forced me to do this. So appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. Later tonight, Quez and I will be doing the Jackson's American Dream review. I'll get that up and ready here shortly. And once Quez is available, we'll get right on to it. Definitely looking forward to talk about that all-time classic. But be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And donate to the Cash App if you can. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. So, Paul, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitch, type in Gorehound 1983. Currently doing the remake of System Shock, which has been driving me fucking insane with their puzzles. I hate puzzles. They don't belong in first-person shooters. But I've also been playing Necromunda Hired Gun, which is a really fucking awesome Fast and Furious first-person shooter set in the Warhammer universe. It's a fun game.
Cool. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. See some of y'all later tonight for the review, and of course head on to the Primetime podcast for the podcast, all that stuff. I could not do a podcast last week because of work. Yeah, work has been a messy situation right now, but hopefully by the end of this month, beginning of July, things will somewhat get back to normal. My weekends aren't fucked up, so I'm happy about that. But
that's
yeah.
Cool.
So all right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Have a great night. We are out, and peace.
Laters, and be well, EJ too.